A special thank you to each of our subscribers who make this channel possible. Here's today's story. In a significant development regarding international sanctions, the United States has openly expressed disappointment over Switzerland's recent decision not to fully adopt the latest measures imposed by the European Union against Russia. This decision comes in the context of ongoing efforts to penalize Russia for its military invasion of Ukraine, which began in February 2022 under President Vladimir Putin. Ambassador Scott Miller, the top U.S. envoy in Switzerland, lamented this decision, emphasizing the importance of closing existing loopholes that allow overseas subsidiaries to bypass sanctions. He stated, "It is essential we target sanctions circumvention to dent Russia the finances and material it needs to continue its brutal war. None of our companies should be complicit." The Swiss Federal Council, which serves as the country's executive branch, announced on Wednesday that it would adopt most of the measures included in the latest EU sanctions package. However, the Council's choice to refrain from fully implementing all components of the 14th sanctions package has drawn criticism from the U.S. Miller's statement highlighted the disappointment felt in Washington, particularly regarding the Council's decision not to fully align with the EU's approach. The sanctions aim to limit Russia's access to Western finance, markets, and technology, while also restricting imports of Russian goods. Despite these efforts, analysts note that the sanctions have had a relatively limited impact on Russia's economy. This is largely due to the continued business relationships Russia maintains with several major developing nations, including China, India, Turkey, and Brazil. Additionally, some Russian natural gas continues to flow into the European Union via Ukraine, complicating the effectiveness of the sanctions. In response to the criticism, the Swiss government stated that it has implemented stricter controls in areas such as intellectual property, trade secrets, industrial know-how, and financial messaging services. However, Switzerland opted not to adopt EU restrictions on patent applications and other intellectual property matters, citing that no violations of intellectual property rights by Russia against Swiss companies have been reported. The EU's latest measures also urge businesses within the bloc to ensure that their foreign subsidiaries do not undermine the sanctions. The Swiss authorities maintain that their existing sanctions law is sufficient to prosecute companies that attempt to circumvent sanctions through their subsidiaries. As a result, the Council decided against adopting this particular EU measure. Currently, approximately 2,250 individuals, companies, and organizations are on Switzerland's sanctions list in connection with the Ukraine situation, which aligns with the EU's list. The ongoing discourse surrounding sanctions against Russia continues to evolve, as nations grapple with the complexities of international relations and economic repercussions. The U.S. remains committed to holding Russia accountable for its actions in Ukraine, and the response from Switzerland is a critical aspect of this broader geopolitical landscape. As the situation develops, it will be essential to monitor how countries adapt their policies in response to the ongoing conflict and the effectiveness of sanctions in achieving their intended objectives. That's all for this story. We upload videos every day covering many different subjects, so hit that subscribe button to stay informed. Thanks for watching.